Assalamualaikum and good morning. Today our group will present about Sluice Gate. Our group members consist of Sarania, Nurul Adlin, Nur Ayuni, Susana Antasila, Shafizwan, and Sharifa Batisha.
Introduction. A sluice gate is a mechanism used to control the water flow. The gates are typically made of wood or metal and often slide vertically on the frame to open or close, allowing water to flow out of a space or to be contained in. Conduit entryways ordinarily control water level and stream rate in the waterways and trench. Sluice doors are normally introduced for non-pressure boxes providing the treated fluid to the plants, just as for releasing water from the opening and orifice to the plants. The need of utilizing cut doors during the development and activity of the treatment plants is brought about the necessities for the circulation of wastewater streams. The assortment of existing box structure, their size, stream control techniques, the cost of the covered fluid stream, the method of stopping the stream cause a wide assortment of types and plans of the safeguard gates. Types of sluice gate. First, lay on sluice gate, flume sluice gate with sealed wall adjacent side, deep sluice gate with an elongated frame. Fourth, with a adjustable spillway for adjusting the flow rate of waste liquid. Fifth, a non-seal control gate, and there are many more other types of sluice gate. For your information, a conduit entryway or sluice gate can be known by the different name relying upon geographic area. For instance, in the beachfront field of Somerset, Britain, the entryways are known as cycle. In Guyana, they are alluded to known as cokers. One worry with the utilization of conduit doors in rice field is that fish regularly can't explode through them. In Bangladesh, for example, a significant part of the floodplain is utilized to develop rice, and the water level is managed for its ideal development. Since sluice gates have been utilized for this, fish turn out to be seen where they were once ample. So this will be the two examples of sluice gate. First will be in the cokers in Guyana, and the second will be sluice gate in Bangladesh.
So we are going to continue with the function and the purpose of sluice gate structure. First of all, the function of sluice gate are: it can control the water flows. It also can control the water levels. Other than that, sluice gate also help divert the water flow to irrigation and also to the water treatment. Some of the purpose of sluice gate structure are to avoid the intrusion of seawater to the fresh water, to manage the water level before water discharge to downstream, to minimize or reduce the impact of upstream flows, to prevent flooding in downstream area. Normally, as we mentioned, the sluice gate, people will relate to the ship or the boat. This diagram is the example of sluice gate at the canal. The gate at the canal will be open as water level are equal, and the ship will be entering the lock. In this lock, water levels and water flow will be controlled to help raise or lower the boats. The second example is irrigation flow for paddy-sized field, that using sluice gate to help control the water flow and water level in this planting area, which also helps to produce a good quality product. The third example is water waste treatment. Sluice gate also be a part of this treatment process that help to control the water flows in this treatment process.
Design. Traditionally, sluice gate is made up of a wood or metal barrier sliding in grooves that are all set inside of waterway in order to control water levels and flow rates in canal and rivers. As technologies develop each day, measuring and controlling of hydraulic structure has become even more efficient and easier to handle with the help of microelectronics, computer sensors, and communication technology. Installing sluice gates at the drainage structure through a levee or flood wall should be designed in order for it to utilize the capability of sufficient seal. The commonly used specifications of sluice gates that are used in water is AWWA C501. All the components and parts should be fabricated from materials that will provide minimum service life of 30 years and are able to withstand all tensions encountered during operation without any breakage or deleterious deformation.
The operation of sluice gate. It can be hand operated, chain pull, rack and pinion drive, or it is either electrically powered. Special structure designed to regulate the working flow, also as for complete or partial cutting off of fluid flow. Applied at pumping station of treatment and sewage plants, also the area within its field. Installed on non-pressure through supplying the treated liquid to the plant, also as for discharging water.
The variability of each structure can be seen from its sizes, flow control methods, the expense of overlapped liquid flow, the ways of shutting off the flows causes a good sort of types, and styles of shale gate. There are several sorts of sluice gates. Flap gates are vertical, automated, and use pressure sensor to open and shut. Gates of this sort without pressure sensor are called vertical rising sluice gates. Radial sluice gates contain cylindrical section placed horizontally across the water. Each gate features a series of embedded rods which the gate operator controls to control the cylinder and adjust the water flow. Next is the needle gate, which operates on an equivalent hydrodynamic principle as a needle dam. Each needle gate features an array of huge, thick, freestanding needles rest vertically against a horizontal scaffold. The needle will stay put due to the pressure from the water.
There are many sluice gates in the world that are unique and famous. For example, the Iwabuchi Water Gate. The Iwabuchi Water Gate, or the Red Water Gate, it was constructed in 1924 along a junction of two sections of the river, that now known as Arakawa and Sumida River. It located in Kita City, Japan. It contributed to preventing floods until 1982 when a new sluice gate was completed, but now it still be used in Japan. Next, Dugan Dock. It is building of a harbor dock, the largest sluice in the world, that are opened in 2016 in Antwerp, Belgium. It measured 500 meters long by 58 meters wide and depth of 17.8 meters that make it the largest in the world in volume. The sluice protects the harbor of Antwerp against the tides and maintains a constant water level behind the gates. The detailed diagram of the sluice gates. The sluice gates are rectangular shaped steel construction gates and widely used as inter-outlet of basin for flow control. So, this is the main part of the sluice gates that consists of frame, spindle, door, seal, and drive unit. In drive unit, it has gearbox and hand wheel. So, this is the hand wheel and the actuator and also the actuator. Before that, the most generally used specification for sluice gate used on water and wastewater treatment plant is AWWA C501. It will be used as guidance for selection of the gate operating equipment and associated hardware. So the frame of the sluice gate is the base of the system. The design of the sluice gate is open frame or full frame, and it will depend on installation depth and door opening height. It is made from mild steel or stainless steel profile. The door is designed as flat surface and runs in slight rails up and down. It is made from mild steel or stainless steel material. So the seal of the sluice gate are used PV and double lip. The PV are pressure velocity. It will use as the sealing element. The sealing will be applied on four sides of the sluice gate. The material is EPDM. The EPDM is ethylene propylene dimonomer, which is a type of synthetic rubber that used in many applications. The complete water tightness cannot be guaranteed for fabricated penstock, and also the liquid rates depending on pressure side. Next, the spindle of the sluice gate. The type of spindle are rising spindle and non-rising spindle. It is approximately 1,500 mm wide and the single spindle is used. For greater width, the double spindle model is mostly used. Last but not least is the drive units of the sluice gate. Manual operation or with electric or pneumatic actuator can be supplied by all gates. The electric actuators are equipped with manual drive, which is a hand wheel for emergency. Electric actuator will be selected based on operation type of gate. The frequent applications are on-off operated gates and modulating operated gates. The manual drive gate occupies the handwheel for small size and beaver gearbox for large size dimension. If the condition that gate width is extensive, two pieces beaver gearbox units are used for both manual and automatic double spindle gate application. That's all for our group. Thank you.